Hey guys, how are we doing? I'm back to this place at the moment. It's a nice little walk, like a little rainforest at times. You hear the birds, nature doing its thing. It's generally quiet. Now and again you get bikes flying up and down, but there you go. How is everyone? Another week, yeah? And hopefully my reception is okay down here. Sometimes it isn't, so let's go for it. So, one question for you all. What time do you go to bed at night, roughly? What time do you go to bed at night? And what time do you get up in the morning? Just shove it in the comments box. And I will say, you know, there's no right or wrong answer to this. And on this show, I'm honestly not trying to be holier than thou or shove my opinions down people's throats. But it's definitely an interesting conversation. So started off a new client recently, and one of our first conversations, I said, okay, so how's your morning routine? What's your morning routine? And he said, I don't have one. Okay, interesting, which is fine, you know, as I say, each to his own. And I said, oh, how come? And he said, I couldn't possibly get up any earlier than I do. Yeah? You can see me smiling straight away, because that then opens up a whole new conversation. Yeah? So, I'm not going to say specifically for this client, but this is how the conversation would or will be going. Yeah? So, let me just get somewhere where I've got a free walking space. Let me just move up a bit. There's some stairs here, and let's see how this reception is. Let's give this a go. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so yeah, no morning routine. Why is that? Well, I couldn't possibly get up any earlier in the morning. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. Let's start with that conversation. So what time do you go to bed at night? 11, 12, 1 o'clock? Yeah? What are you doing at that time of night? Yeah? And I was sort of smiling or laughing at this one because I've been there. Yeah? I've been there when I was in corporate world. Yeah? The man who's up half the night doing God knows whatever, right? And hindsight is a great thing. What was I doing up till 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? Simple answer. Stupid shit. Yeah? Drinking too much. Drinking more and more. And what happens when I was drinking more and more? Eating more and more. More snacking. Yeah? Scrolling more and more. Putting negativity into the brain. Or unnecessary information that's none of my business or nothing to do with me, comparing to other people, messaging other people, yeah, and after a few drinks, God knows what I was messaging. You know, I'd wake up in the morning and the first questions would be, who have I messaged last night and what did I say to them? And is there anything I'm going to regret? Yeah. So here we go, we've got a load of bikes coming here today. Here we go. Quite unusual, but there you go. So anyway, yeah, so started off this conversation. How's your morning routine? I haven't got one. Why haven't you got one? I couldn't possibly get up any earlier in the morning. Let's rewind it a little bit. Let's talk about the night time. What time did you go to bed? 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Okay. So what were you doing last night that's so highly beneficial and so good and worth staying up for and beneficial to your life, mentally and physically? Yeah? And you see where I'm going with this? It's about the comparison of the benefits to either going to bed later at night, yeah, or getting up earlier in the morning. Yeah, and you might have seen on my posts that I can be up anywhere between 3:30 to 5, something like that. The reason why I do that is because I love my morning routines. I love waking up with a fresh morning when nature's doing its thing, peace and quiet. One of the first things I'll do in the morning is get out of the house, yeah, and just connect with nature, you know, when there's very few humans around at that point. Not to say that I'm antisocial, but just at that point that I can reflect, clear my brain and set myself up mentally for the day ahead, yeah. And then physical exercise, and as I say, reflection, meditation, and then maybe an audio book of some kind of learning, yeah. And again, there's no set or fixed method or system or, you know, prerequisites of a morning routine. At the end of the day, mine's changed so much over the years, you know, and I still keep changing it because also as a human, we like variety as well, yeah? We like to mix it up a bit. If you do the same thing all day, every day, life gets pretty boring, right? Yeah. But so the key thing about my message is, hey Fash, how you doing, man? What time do you go to bed and what time do you get up in the morning? So I think we're done on this one. So it's just about, can you get up any earlier and can you start a decent, beneficial morning routine to set you up mentally and physically for the day ahead, versus staying up half the night. And, you know, I'm not going to, as I say, force information down people's throat, but my big question mark, would be, what are you doing up at that time till 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? What are you doing? What activities are you doing? And is it serving you? Is it benefiting you? Versus getting up earlier in the morning and doing things like, you know, exercise, mental, physical, and all the things that I previously mentioned. Anyway, going to leave it there. Take care, guys. Have a good one. And enjoy the football. Cheers.